Welcome everyone to the Northeast Megabucks Finals here at Chicopee Bowlero in Chicopee, Massachusetts. We are here bringing you 4 rounds of finals coverage. Our feature pair for this round is on 31 and 2, and we'll talk about the format in a minute, but what you're watching now is AJ Chapman on the left lane, 31, attempting to double. This is an eliminator format we're watching. And there's the beautiful form of AJ Chapman, and gets the kick on the 9 to get the double. We'll give you the rundown of everything going on here. Very exciting, almost 400 entries in the event. And Chris and Amy Viali, Danny Kay, Halvar Nelson, my runner, and a bunch of folks have been responsible for this. The sponsors, Savage Arms, Rock 102. This is TechVision. We're doing the live streaming. And of course Storm, Rotogrip, and 900 Global, all the sponsors for this fantastic event. There are 4 divisions, and what you're watching is the quarterfinal of the under 35 division. So these are the kids, if you will, and there's a 36 to 54 division. There's an over 55 and women's division, and then there's an under 215 division, and they are all rolling off in their quarterfinals right now simultaneously, and we are aligned behind lanes 31 and 2, bringing you the quarterfinal for the under 35 division. And up now is Sam Anderson, and Sam qualified with 967. He made the at-large cut by 10. And we'll run down the format here in a minute. And Sam, one of the 2 lefties on this under 35 quarterfinal match, and that would be Urethane right up 10, 11, 12. So let's talk about the pattern for a second. It's Gateway Arch, and it is I believe a 42-foot pattern. Fair bit of ratio from the middle to the edge. It's basically flat and hooking, pretty much outside of 9 or 8. And so you'll see almost everyone in almost the same spot laying it down 15 or something like that outside of the shim, and then they'll have recovery. Scores are pretty good. We'll talk about the 4 divisions. Once again, there's the under 35 division, 36 to 54, over 55 in women, and under 215. Those 4 divisions. And the way it works is we've held qualifying rounds starting on Thursday. There were 4 rounds per day, so quite a few qualifying rounds. And AJ Chapman with another beautiful shot there on the right lane. And the top 2, once again, on this pair will advance. So we've had qualifiers. We had 19 qualifiers from the under 35 division, and this is 1 in 8. So we've had 1 in 8 per division qualify. We had a number of guaranteed. We had 14 guaranteed, which include the likes of Anthony Pepe, Brandon Runk, Anthony Scaccia led. Leading is a really, really good thing for your division in this tournament, and we'll talk about that in a second. Meanwhile, watching Aaron Major go flat 7. Once again, top 2 advance, and here's Cody Shoemaker looking to match AJ Chapman's triple with a triple of his own, which would give each of them about a 20-pin lead over the other 2. So right now, if Cody were to strike, and a nice soft stroke there, and dead flush in the pocket, and that would be 2 triples for those guys. Now Cody and AJ in their division finished 2nd and 3rd, which is notable because they've had a bye through. This is our 3rd round we're running. This is the third round of the finals we're running, and we've already had playoffs to eliminate the round of 16, then the round of 8. So then we got down to 4, and then we got down to 2 players, and now the second and third qualifiers come in to bowl the 2 survivors. In this case, the 2 survivors were Sam Anderson and Aaron Major, and they are bowling the 2nd and 3rd qualifiers, which is AJ Chapman and Cody Shoemaker. Now these 4 will cut down to 2, and good shot there by Sam, gets him a double. Now these will go to 2, we'll move over to 29 and 30, the 2 will bowl off and down to 1, and that 1 will then bowl the leader, Anthony Scaccia, for the division title. So we're actually 3 matches, counting this one, away from crowning our division titleists. And once we have the 4 division titleists, we will have the final shootout. And there is a Farkle. That's a flying Farkle for A.J. Chapman. And you get rewards, I believe, extra kudos for Farkles in this tournament because of Mr. Viali. And Debbie Brogan, hi, welcome to the podcast. Debbie, let me know if the sound is good and everything sounds good to you. Anybody want to weigh in on any of that stuff, we'd appreciate it. Also, we'd appreciate you sharing the feed. We are feeding to the Northeast Megabucks page. Feel free to bring this out. Now there is a Farkle in 3/4. That is an absolute amazing screaming Farkle by Aaron Major. An incredible shot there by Aaron. Thanks, Jeff. Good to see you online. Appreciate everybody tuning in on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Actually, is it afternoon? Nope, still morning. And again, we have 4 rounds of coverage for you. And once again, A.J. Chapman and Cody both perfect through 4, and it's only the top 2 that advance. So Sam, by virtue of the fact that he only missed once, is down 20 still. And here's Chapman going for his 5th. So once again, the top bowlers play off, and they come down to and there's a 5th one by A.J. Chapman. I just got corrected on the pronouncement of Anthony's name. Skashia. Thank you very much, my friend. Don Harrington for checking in. And here's Sam Anderson. Believe it or not, even in the 5th frame, almost a must-strike situation for Sam. Now this is so once again, the quarterfinal of the under 35 division. There are 3 other matches going on, and we'll try to call those for you. And great shot there by Sam to stay alive. He's going to need either A.J. Chapman or Cody Shoemaker to miss here. Now over to our right is the 36 to 54 division. And once again, the 2 and 3 bowlers have come in this round to bowl the survivors. The survivors of the previous matches are Justin Warhol and Chris Soule. And the 2 coming in are Jay Johnson and Alex Cavignaro. And they will play down to a winner of those 4. And that person will face Eric Copping for that division title. We also have the over 55 and women division. The survivors were Ray Edwards and Tony Renaud. And coming in are Steve DiMartino and Amanda Broge. Once those 4 play off, and good shot there by Aaron to get his first double. Meanwhile, Cody Shoemaker does miss to give his opponents a little bit of hope. In fact, if Sam can get the next one here, he will actually take the lead over Cody by virtue of a single miss. So as you can see, fairly high scoring pattern. The cuts were fairly good all week. I'll tell you those cuts in a minute. Once again, Steve DiMartino and Amanda Broge, Ray Edwards, and Tony Renaud are the 4 in the 55 and over and women's division. Then we have an under 15 division, which has Robert Davignon and Joshua Stanek. Josh Stanek, and there's A.J. Chapman with a miss looking at his wrist, turn one over. There's a baby split for A.J. Robert Davignon, Josh Stanek bowling Chris Kingsbury and Carl Buckley. Once again, those 4 will play down, and they will face Daryl McDuffie, the high qualifier, in the under 215 average division. So a really cool format here. If you are the division leader, you are in the catbird seat because you're seated right to the final match for your division. And again, once we have those 4 division titleists, we will move to a final shootout, and there's a high hit for Sam going for his 4th one. Could not do it, and that's going to leave Cody still in the lead in 2nd place behind AJ. And here's a huge baby split conversion for AJ, and gets it. Great shot there by AJ Chapman. So we have Sam only 9 pins down to 2nd place, and Aaron Major so far picking up the rear of this match. So we'll try to bring you these other 4 matches, the other 3 matches, excuse me. And once again, I'm going to try to have a look here. I might have to use the official TechVision binoculars to see. We have Jay Johnson up now. You can actually maybe see that shot off to the right of your screen. And Jay has got a, looks like he's got a triple and 2 spares and misses the head pin right. Meanwhile, here's Alex Cavanaro, double, spare, double. So Alex certainly in very good shape in his division. And Jay Johnson, double. It looks like Jay and Alex so far in that match. And Halvar Nielsen and Cavanaro with another strike down there. And let me get my messengers going here because Halvar and Nielsen is nice enough. And there's a bad break for Aaron Major, leaving that 8-pin, trying to catch up in this. So Halvar giving me an update. Chris Kingsbury and Carl Buckley down in the under 215 average each start off with 3 straight strikes. And in the over 55 division, Tony starting strong with the first 3, and Amanda Broge starting off with an open, but recovered with a double in 3rd and 4th. So looks like Broge and Tony Renaud so far in that match. Once again, we have Ray Edwards and Steve DiMartino behind them. So there's Justin Warhol striking, but he's behind. So is Alex Cavanaro in control of the 36 to 54 playoff. Once again, we have 4 matches of 4 bowlers going on. Each of those matches will have 2 survivors. From there, the 2 survivors will bowl to create 1 survivor, and that survivor will move on to bowl the leader of each respective division. Then we'll have our division champions. Then we have the shootout. So a fantastic finals format here. There's AJ Chapman again, and perfect strike there for AJ, looking strong. And here's Sam trying to catch Cody Shoemaker, who's actually missed twice now. Once again, gateway arch oil pattern, fairly easy to hit the pocket. It's those kind of pattern where if you don't quite catch all of it or you don't quite make the good shot, you don't always carry, which I find to be really some of the fairest and most fun patterns to bowl tournaments on. And there's Jay Johnson striking on that side. And a good shot there by Sam. Needed it. Let's see if Cody can match. So once again, top 2 advance. Shout out to Amy and Chris Viali. Chris is running around like a chicken with his head cut off, running a wonderful tournament here and just fantastic. Under 215 looking good for Chris over there. And good shot there by Cody back on the strike train. And we do have the scores here for you. I have to tell you who's who. Aaron is D, I can tell you that, and Aaron Major is up now. Chapman A. Cody Shoemaker B. And there's Aaron, much needed strike there. So Aaron, 248 on the out for Aaron, and no one else pacing to that at this point. So still anybody's match. Again, top 2 advance. Thanks everybody for tuning in. If you could share this feed, we normally go to the Nebo feed, which has a lot more followers. So if you could go ahead and share this, we'd really appreciate it. Get the viewership up. And good shot there by Sam. Huge. Putting some serious pressure on Cody Shoemaker right now. You got to believe that AJ Chapman is going to keep pounding the pocket. And you got to believe he's going to find a way to throw a couple more strikes here. Get himself enough to do it. So you've got on the out 259, 267, and 248. So you've got some pretty good scores if you want to lock yourself in. So with that strike, AJ Chapman still not locked in. He's pacing it now 248. He's got to pace to 260 to guarantee his spot. These are the kind of scores we're looking at here. And of course, the guys that have made it this far know the break points, they know their equipment, they know where to play. You notice everybody's in about the same place in around the track area or inside the track out to the dry. And here's Aaron, important shot. Aaron switches balls on the right lane and looked like a weaker ball, didn't quite make the corner, rips the 10-pin, and that is going to spell some serious trouble for Aaron. He's got 228 now on the out, and probably will not be enough. again, 4 matches going on simultaneously here on the, and Cody Shoemaker gets a huge double to match Sam. He gets the mixer, just edges out the 7-pin. And Aaron Major now covers the 10, but unfortunately there are doubles all around him that are widening that gap. So once again, right now, if we called it, it would be AJ Chapman and Cody Shoemaker in the semifinal for the under 35 division. So the grand shootout is a great format, single game, and there's a handicapping system. Over 55 and women get 6, and under 215 get 10 pins. Sam Anderson, biggest shot of the day right here. Pretty much has to have it. Got through it good. Go, baby. Oh, leaves an 8-pin, and the messenger scoots behind it and does not get it. Oh, that's a kick in the gut right there. Now 238 on the out for Sam. And Cody Shoemaker pacing at 237. So Cody Shoemaker really needs one more strike to lock this up. Meanwhile, AJ Chapman, by virtue of the misses by Aaron Major and Sam, is looking like he's going to win these 4 and move on to the semifinal of the under 35 division. Once again, 4 divisions, under 35, 36 to 54, over 55 in women, and under 215, all down to the last 5 bowlers, if you will. The 4 are going to play off and then bowl the division leader. Give you a sense of the scores. Eric Copping shoots 247 over to lead his division. And there's a 2-pin for Chapman. Now let's see what that does to him. Deuce, he's looking at 247, which is safe. If he just marks, he would be safe at 247 because Major is 228 on the out and Sam is 238 on the out. So Chapman just needs marks, and Cody Shoemaker is currently pacing to the 230s. He needs one more strike to get to the 240s and lock up his spot. And that will do it. Meanwhile, looking down at our 36 to 54 division, let's bring you up to date on that. We've got Jay Johnson looking in the 2 teens. And then Farkles his way to a 10-pin going out. Good shot. And then we have Chris Soule, who is pacing to 220. So it's Jay pacing to 2 teens, Soule pacing to 220. Now Justin Warhol has gone last 3. So he's pacing to 219. And Cavanaro pacing at 238. So Cavanaro with a clear lead on that match. And now AJ Chapman just flags a 2-pin. He pitches it right and flags a 2-pin. Now, to guarantee his spot, Chapman will now need a double to get to the 240s. It is a very uncharacteristic miss. And Justin Warhol strikes again. And now he's in the 220s. And really interesting match going on here. Like you said, very accessible. Good shot there by Aaron. Would have to have them all to have any hope. Okay. Carl is fighting to make it back. Carl, we're talking about the under 215 division. Carl Buckley doubles in the 7th and the 8th. And over 55 women, and big shot there by Cody Shoemaker. Takes the lead, and now in the 240s, that's going to pretty much punch Cody Shoemaker's ticket right now. And now in the over 55, Amanda Broge opened, then tripled, but then opened again. And now she's bringing up the rear, and everybody's within 20 there. So close match on the over 55 and women. So you can see some very exciting matches going on here. Again, eliminator format, top 2 advance. Now here's Sam. Can Sam get to 238 and force Chapman to double? That's what he would do. He left a stinging 8-pin in the last shot. Gets that left. That's a drier lane. Gets the flush strike. Big shot there. Now he's in 228. Now Chapman must at least mark. So once again, it will be Cody Shoemaker. Of course, Cody needs a mark to get to the 240s. If he were to open, he could be in the 230s. So we could have 3 guys end up in the 230s here, and it could be very, very close. And there's a flying Farkle for A.J. Chapman. Blows the smoke off his fingers. Big shot there. Alex Cavanaro taking a victory lap over in the 36 to 54. Okay, Sam must strike. If Sam strikes, so must Chapman. He gets it out, dry lane, turn up, gets the slap 7, and forces A.J. Chapman now to strike, or basically go home. There is a count issue of 3 pins, but I would imagine Sam will take care of that. He only needs 8. A.J. Chapman, by virtue of the missed 2-pin, must strike to advance. This is A.J. Chapman's entire tournament, right here on this shot. He must strike. Good release, gets it out, brings it up, dead flush. Beautiful shot by A.J. Chapman, eliminating any doubt. It's a perfect shot there. And actually what that does, now that we have 2 guys, one guy in the 240s, one in the 230s, is an important count shot for Sam, and he gets 9. That's going to be 237 for Sam, and in the 240s for Chapman. So Chapman punches his ticket. The only question is, will he be first or second? And here's Cody Shoemaker will come after that. Now Cody and Chapman blows the rack down. Let's have a quick look at the score. That's so it looks like Tony Renaud opens in the 10th to let Ray Edwards through to the semifinal in the over 55 division. Again, so many good matches here in Major 2, a little too late. Now let's see what Cody needs to do. He's got 2-0 in the 8th, so pacing to 240. So he will need a mark. If he opens, it will be Sam Anderson progressing. So Cody just needs really any mark. These guys enjoyed a dominant lead to start. He gets that right. Will it recover? It does very nicely. Slaps the 10, and that is a win. So congratulations to Cody Shoemaker and A.J. Chapman. They will be moving on to the semifinal for the under 35 division. And it looks like Ray Edwards and Steve DiMartino advance with 229 and 217. Amanda Broge 215 and Tony 212. Very tight match there in the over 55 in women. And as folks wrap up here in the 36 to 54, we've got 258 from our friend Mr. Cavanaro. You gotta like his chances. And Justin Warhol has extended his streak. He's looking at 230 right now. That's going to be a winner. So it looks like Warhol and Cavanaro are going to advance. And Soul is going to be out, as is Jay Johnson. Soul doubles in the 10th to get to the 230s, but Justin Warhol in the 240s joins Alex Cavanaro at 258. Those will be the 2 rolling off in this next match. And Cody wraps up 263, and it is A.J. Chapman 245. So thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll be right back, and we will bring you the semifinals of at least one division, and then what'll happen is we'll have only one pair next round, but after that, all of the final matches will be on the live stream because we're going to have, they're all going to happen on just 2 pairs. So we will be moving the Mevo around to track the action for you, and we'll be right back with the semifinal of this Northeast Megabucks elimination final format. So we'll see you in a little bit, guys, and we'll be right back.